Is Medellin worth the hype? How much does living in Medellin cost? Is it safe? Let's rip the band-aid right off and get straight to it, because it's the most common question I get whenever I recommend to somebody to come visit Medellin. It honestly sucks because the news, social media, and even if you're Latino like me and your family used to live in countries like Colombia, even their own personal stories from years ago can tarnish what people think Medellin is still to this day like. The reality is Colombia 20 years ago is not what Colombia is like today. The biggest issue, sadly, is that as tourism has grown, it's also attracted people that don't have the best intentions, that are coming here doing things that they wouldn't do in their countries back home. And obviously, that's when you hear these terrible and tragic stories all over the news and social media. The reality is not everybody that comes here comes with bad intentions, and obviously not everybody that comes experiences things like that. If that were the case, you would not see the line that wraps around the airport for hours and hours of people trying to come in, foreigners, because the foreigners line is crazy compared to the locals line every time you land in Medellin, because everybody, literally everybody wants to be here nowadays. However, there are things that I would recommend in order to stay safe. These are my top 3. Number 1, to get around, don't grab the yellow taxi off of the street because you don't know if it's registered. They can charge you more, especially if they can tell that you're not from here. They can just take the long route because it's usually metered taxis, and then they'll charge you more, which obviously isn't what you're trying to experience. Just do Uber. And I know that maybe you've heard that Uber is legal because yes, there's always like a constant battle between the government, Uber, and taxis. But as of today, right now, on the Uber app, yellow taxis are also on the app. And because there's a huge supply of yellow taxis, there's yellow taxis all around the city, they actually come and will pick you up a lot faster than the usual like Uber regular driver. Number 2, don't walk in empty places. Medellin has a lot of windy roads, and as you've probably seen from the pictures, it is filled with green, lush nature, which also means that with the windy roads, there are places where it's like fully covered by bushes and just dark and empty. So just like you wouldn't do it in any other city, don't walk alone in empty places, and especially at night. I mean, it's pretty common sense. Lastly, number 3, I got a DM. I actually got 2 DMs from 2 girls, one asking if she should bring a burner phone, and then the other asking if she should wear jewelry or her engagement ring. Look, when you get here, you're going to notice that everyone, locals and foreigners, are walking around just like they would in New York City. Phone out, purse, jewelry, this, that, and they're not worried. But if you're already a bit paranoid and you're thinking like, oh, should I bring this? Should I not? Will I be comfortable? Just don't bring it. You're going to be a lot more relaxed, have a lot of a better time. If you're not wearing your ring that you're worried about and trying to hide, just don't wear it. And in regards to the phone, if you're in a place with a ton of people, or also in a place where it's just you're alone and it's super empty, just don't take your phone out. There's pickpocketers here just like there is in every other city, in every continent, in the US, in Europe, in Asia. So just be aware of that. And lastly, if you're a female thinking of coming solo and you're really not sure, everybody that I've met has never regretted it. There's a huge community of travelers, and I promise, you're gonna have a great time. Is it worth the hype? I've been traveling for the past almost 3 years now. I jump to a new city every month, and I have never, till this day, gone back to a city except for Medellin. Usually, like I mentioned, I do 1 month. Medellin has been one of the only 3 places where it's been so good that I've extended it and done another month at. And now, after a year that I did 2 months at, I'm back again. That's how good it is. Right now, I'm staying in a beautiful co-living where it's your own apartment. You have studios all the way up to 2-bedroom apartments, and it's fully serviced. So cleaning, laundry, there's a restaurant downstairs, cafe, spa, rooftop pool, sauna. There's anything you can think of and need. And everyone here agrees. Medellin is just so comfortable to live in. Most of the people in the building here, my neighbors, are actually here long term, and this has been their base. Most of them, keep in mind, have traveled to like over 50 countries, and we have people from all ages. We have young people building businesses, remote workers, expats, and then retired people that literally call Medellin their home now. But truthfully, I'd say it's tied to these 5 things. Number 1, the weather. There are many places in the world that I would consider having a basin, but the weather half of the year is terrible. Medellin, on the other hand, is called a city of eternal spring. So as you can guess, year round, same temperature, like that perfect spring temperature where you go outside, like flowers are blooming and everything just feels happy and giddy. That's what Medellin is like. Number 2, the locals. The locals are amazing. People will literally go out of their way to help you. And on top of that, just to make you feel at home. That's something that just runs in the Colombian blood, and you're going to feel it everywhere you go. Number 3, community. The more and more you travel, the more you realize that people actually make the place that you're in. Traveling's great, but there's nothing like having a community of like-minded people. And in Medellin, it's easy to find like-minded people. There's Run Club every Sunday with over 200 people, both locals and foreigners.
Do that for yourself. You're waking up an hour early.
Hiking clubs, networking events, sports groups, meetups, all kinds of activities that makes it easy to find your tribe no matter what your interests are. I actually have a whole list of all these different groups that I've found and that I recommend inside my Medellin travel guide. So you're going to find all the hiking accounts that I recommend, the run club, the social activities, if you're looking for things to do, food. There's good, high quality food everywhere. Whether you want local food or any international cuisine, Medellin has the most insane variety of international food and just like fine dining experiences that make it such a fun place to visit because you have just like all these options right at your fingertips. For foodies like me, it's a paradise. And honestly, the best Indian food that I've had in the world is here. 5, well, you're about to see it for yourself in the breakdown of my full month here in Medellin. Starting off with activities for an entire month, $131.21. Airbnb, $1,901 with 29 cents. Beauty, $63.51. This is massages and Gabe's Barbershop. Cash, $267. I do recommend having cash here. There are like little local shops that you will need cash, and I don't really recommend like those currency changing houses, but rather an ATM. As soon as you land, I personally recommend using Charles Schwab because they have no ATM fees. Anywhere in the world, just go to an ATM and you'll withdraw in that local currency. As somebody that travels full time, this is literally my ultimate hack. Dining, $586.47. Flights, $260 with 09 cents. Groceries, $595.10. Gym, $199.76. Lodging, $82.28. Pharmacy, $30.50. Shopping, $26.39. And transportation, this is Uber, even to the places outside of the city that I do recommend in the travel guide, $183.72. Now, before I jump to the full total cost of 1 month here in Medellin, if you like seeing the cost breakdown and having this price transparency, which I think is so important when it comes to travel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. YouTube tells me how many people are subscribing from this video, so that way I'll know that I should do it for the next city that I'm in. And the total, this is for 2 people in US dollars for a full month here in Medellin, comes out to $4,327.32. Is it more or less than what you thought it would be? And if you're thinking about heading to Medellin, grab that guide beforehand so you know exactly how to avoid the tourist traps and enjoy like a local.